Hi everyone, it's Leanna. It's been a while here. It's been like 2 weeks since my last update, and I figured it was time for me to come back on and kind of keep sharing my journey. Number one, so it's been 4 weeks since my operation yesterday, so we're day 29 post-op. It's been quite the journey here. I've also been sick for the last like 2 weeks with like sinus congestion and stuff like that, and if you've watched any of my other videos, I've said how badly I've been sleeping since the explant. And so for me, I've just been so unmotivated. It's been so hard for me to even get out of bed, let alone come and sit in front of this camera on a daily basis and whatnot. So I kind of needed to listen to my body and take some time for myself. This last like 5 days, I've gotten a little bit more sleep, like 4 or 5 hours a night. So it's been really, really, really good. Yeah, so from there, let's see. So 2 weeks ago, I had the fluid in my right breast that needed to be drained, and that was, I think, 50 cc's came out of that, which actually brought me up like a whole like bra size actually. It was really painful, the pressure and whatnot. After that was drained, it felt so much better, but the doctor who had drained me had also told me that I needed to be really careful because it could continue to happen. What happens is where that capsule is, you have this gap, and it needs to close up. And that's why they have you wearing like ace bandage and compression for so long, is so that that can close. If anything kind of irritates the inside parts, or if it is moving too much, friction and whatnot, it can create that excess fluid. So I had to not drive for another week, so I went 3 weeks without driving, and I just had to take it even more careful than I was, and I really wasn't doing even anything at all. So it was really hard to even step down a notch when I wasn't even doing anything. Let's see. So with that, felt much better. Went to my surgeon yesterday. She said that I'm healing really well, and she said it was really important, that I was listening and doing as little as possible, and really listening to what they were telling me to do, because I was healing so nicely, and she could tell that I was, doing what I was supposed to be. So that was good news. She said like right now at 4 weeks to 3 months is when they're going to look the worst, like your scars. I had a lift, so I have the big anchor scars going, horizontal and vertical across my whole, boob, and I'm okay with that. Right now, I honestly can look at myself in the mirror and think that my breasts are beautiful, and I've never thought that about my body in my entire life. So progress, definitely progress. Will I have scars? Yes, but it's a scar. Like, it's not the end of the world, right? I definitely feel better about my body. The fact that those bags aren't inside of me anymore, just ultimately, I look better. I was so big before, and I'm a petite frame person. I'm not toppling over myself anymore, and it's really, really nice to have that gone, and I feel slimmer, and I've lost a little bit of weight, so that helps too. But people noticing too, like, oh my gosh, you've lost weight, or you look better, healthier, whatever the case may be, it definitely boosts you up. I do want to touch base on, I haven't had a lot of progress like with my symptoms. One thing I did notice in the last couple of days, that when I had implants, well, to be honest, I had a lot more body odor than I ever had before, and I thought it was because I had to kind of move to like natural products and things like that. I don't think that is the case at all, because now I literally have no body odor at all, and I'm actually rarely even wear any type of deodorant, and I still like, there's no smell whatsoever. So it's really interesting. So I think that's another kind of thing that I didn't realize was part of maybe my breast implants that was affecting me negatively, but another improvement nonetheless, so that's always good in my mind. The other thing I want to talk about quick was the emotional part again. We have to remember that the capsule, or the silicone casing, is made of heavy metals, and heavy metals wreak havoc on our bodies. And with that, it's a hormone disruptor. And after removing them, it takes off a huge load off your body. But with my hormones being so out of whack for the last, however many years, and they're probably out of whack even before I had implants, like, let's be honest. My emotions have just been all over the place, and I'll have good days and bad days. And last week I was thinking I'm not gonna continue on doing these videos anymore because I was really feeling defeated. I'm like, I'm not really getting better. I'm still happy I made the decision to explant, but I felt like I wasn't making an impact on people. And then, for those of you that have watched my other videos, the reason why I even started documenting my situation was because I had the strong sensation that this was my journey. I needed to share it with everyone possible so I could inform people and help people make, better choices than I did before implanting. I firmly believe that notion came from something bigger than me. And I was lying in bed one night and it was like, I have to document this. I have to share my story with everyone. And as hard as that can be some days, sorry, it's important for me to talk about this stuff and to get it out there. You aren't alone if you're going through this. There's so many of us going through it. And know that it's not an easy journey. And some of us may heal quicker and faster than others, and someone like me, it's going to take time, but I know that I'm going to keep getting better. Symptoms keep alleviating little by little, and I keep finding out more symptoms that I had that I didn't realize. But I want to go back to that feeling I had last week of defeat. I felt I wasn't going to do these anymore, and there was no point, and I wasn't having an impact on anyone or anything. And then, out of nowhere, like 3 people in 2 days' time started to tell me how important it was, like the messages that I'm providing to other people. Just to hear that was, it was like that higher power was coming back around to me again saying, hey, I told you this was your journey, you have to listen to me. It's just so random that, I hadn't heard anything about it for weeks, and then all of a sudden, like, 3 people in 2 days are like, hey, I'm really proud of you. Like, it's so courageous what you're doing, and it's important what you're doing. And people to say it's helped me to make a bad decision, or I'm deciding to explant. And just even being able to help other women who are going through it. It's like I'm a part of another community, another family at this point in time. There's these thousands of women, and we rely on each other to help one another get through these tough times. As always, like, know that you're not alone. It's going to get better, and we just have to be patient with ourselves and remember that it's probably going to be an emotional, like, roller coaster over these time periods because your body's still trying to figure out what the heck is going on. For me personally, I was tested at premenopausal, like, hormone levels at 32 years of age. I was like a 55-year-old woman with hormones, and it's going to take time. I know that. I did have a flare-up too this last week. My joints have been absolutely killing me. I'm going to do another video tonight here about, flare-ups and why they're so prominent with women when they explant. And I shouldn't just say women, but at this point in time, it's more women than men that are explanting. So, yep, I'm going to do another video just to talk about flare-ups and why they are here and why they affect us so much after explanting. Thank you so much, as always, for watching, and I really, really appreciate it. Like I said, this is not what I want to be doing, but it keeps coming back to me that it's important that I document my journey to help everyone else. So please let me know if you have questions or comments. I'm always open to listening, and I greatly appreciate every single person that has showed me support and love over the last 4 weeks and longer than that even. I love you all, and thank you.